baby. We are live, all the way live. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm loving life. I hope that you can say the same tonight. We got a lot going on. I mean, a lot going on. But before we get to that, how about first take a second right now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. We're around 40% of people that watch this haven't subscribed yet.
It could be better.
We can get that number up, man. We need more subscribers. Let's get to that 1,200. We're so close to it now. If you haven't done it already, give the video a thumbs up. That helps pushes us up in the algorithm. Give it a share. Let everybody know that you are part of this imagination and, more importantly, part of the Imagine family. So tonight we got a lot going on. Let's talk about some of the things going on.
Briefly.
Let's briefly talk. We got some interviews coming up here. We're going to hear from you, Big Lenny. We're going to hear from Coach Lance Payne. We're going to hear from Gorgeous Gregory. We're going to hear from Jimi, the high-flying hippie. We're going to hear from Malaki, Gage. We have 3 big matches in the Imagine 1 tournament. What a great jump off to this tournament. Just a little dip behind the curtain here to let you guys know. The show, the
show's live there, apparently.
We're live.
Yeah.
All the way live.
All the way live.
But just as a look behind the curtain here a little bit, last week's show was the quickest ever show we've had to 100 hours of watch time.
Great.
In just a matter of a few days, so we appreciate you guys taking the time and watching it. I'll tell you what, if you haven't got a chance to, go back and watch it. It was some of the best wrestling I've seen in about an hour's time anywhere. So guys really worked hard. Everybody understands the importance of this tournament, and the guys tonight, I'm sure, are going to put in the same type of an effort as we have 3 big matches. First, we're going to see, for the first time ever, Braden Elliott going one-on-one with newcomer. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Eric Enders. We're going to see Lucio Deveer taking on Jake Wily, and Daniel Exotic going one-on-one with a guy you might call his arch nemesis, and a guy you're not too happy with right now, the good neighbor John Ross.
He wears me out.
So there you go, man. We have we got a lot going on. I just want to briefly touch on the 2 shows. We're going to get to a few interviews, and then we're going to get to those matches, Fast and Furious, back to back to back. So go ahead and get ready for that. But first, I want to talk about August 20th. It is only 10 days away now. We have extremely limited VIP tickets still available. If you want them, jump on our website right now. Go ahead and grab those up. That is ImagineWrestling.com. That's in Altoona. Then 1 week later, we go to August 27th to Reynoldsville. That is looking like it is going to be a huge show with a packed house. And the main event of that show that night is going to be Shane Douglas going one-on-one with Sal Sincere.
Wow.
And, I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy that. 2 WWF stars live in action in the little town of Reynoldsville. I don't know how you beat it. Then we have all of our regular shows in Altoona between then and October 29th. We head back to Hastings. And, of course, a lot of guys here really love that town of Hastings, you included. A lot of fond memories and a lot of great wrestling that's happened there recently and coming up. I have no doubt about that. So, if you haven't done it already, our sponsor for the August 20th show, that is TK Subs in Hollidaysburg. If you haven't done it already, go over and check it out. That is at 520 Blair Street in Hollidaysburg. They have subs and 6-pack. They have a drink there called the John Ross, which,
I'm not sure I want to put that in my mouth.
It has ginger ale. What?
Yeah, that's gross.
It has, each their own. Some people like ginger ale. I'm not a fan of it. So,
I'm not a fan.
Ginger ale and some sort of something else in it. I don't know what that is.
Let me put it out there this way. I am not a fan of anything that uses real gingers in their drinks. I'm a ginger, for goodness sake.
I got you, man. It makes sense. Sound logic. Of course, we have some great sponsors you can check out on our website for Reynoldsville as well. That's the Sub Hub and Napoli's up there in Reynoldsville. We'll get some more information on our social media and our website about those guys. We're always appreciative of our sponsors. If you'd ever want to be a sponsor of one of our shows, a good way to get your information out there is right here. We have a huge following on social media, and it's a good way to get your business advertised out to some new potential customers. So you can contact us directly about that. One more thing, then we're going to get to some interviews here, man. I just want to talk about it real quickly. Last week we had a great week here, and I just want to touch base real quick. So after week 1, you can see here, we have our block coming up here, and we have a few guys now with 2 points. Wily and Malaki, Gage, Braden Elliott, Daniel Exotic, he also has 2 points. Lucio Deveer has 1 point. Rocker is out to a slow start. Eric Genders is out to a slow start. Jimi the Hippie and John Ross have not competed in this, but that is going to change tonight for John Ross. And then, unfortunately, in the lead to this point is Gorgeous Gregory. So there you go, man. We got this tournament is underway, but I'll tell you what, it was an amazing week of our night of wrestling, and I expect more of the same. But right now, we want to get to a few interviews. So let's go ahead and start right now with Dawg Nation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, I'm DC Bentley. I'm here with the top dog, Alan Clayball. I'm here with the scum dog, Sage Matthews. I'm here with Dawg Nation, guys. After an impressive victory over the Watch, what are your thoughts? Where are you headed next?
Well, here we are in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Imagination's hometown. And we scored a big victory against the Watch, huge victory. But now, once again, the Scum Dog and the Top Dog are #1 contenders for you guys, Rad Boys. You guys' Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
Because it's as simple as this. Whether we're good or whether we're bad, Dawg Nation gets the job done. Dawg Nation makes those people feel that special feeling. And whether you like it or not, Rad Boys, those people were behind us, perhaps just a little too much for your guys' comfort. But as that wasn't enough, as always, Dawg Nation will be bringing domination, hydration, and 100% certification that will be whooping some ass. Ooh, skirt.
Yeah! All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, this is Dawg Nation. I'm DC Bentley. Back to you.
Okay, there you are. You heard from Dawg Nation, potentially the next tag team champions. They got a big match coming up against Altoona's own, the Rad Boys. So big match to look forward to there on August 20th. Make sure you get your ticket. Right now, I'd like to bring to the ringside area a guy who also has a big match coming up on August 20th. One of the competitors in the Imagine One tournament, Jimi the High Flying Hippie. Let's start first with this tournament. You're behind in points, and I know you haven't competed yet. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts are this. I'm only behind in points because I haven't been given the opportunity to fight yet. I get to sit back, relax. I'm healed. I'm centered. I'm ready. I don't see it as a bad thing. What I do see as a bad thing is that every other member of this tournament has to compete in my hometown, where I claim to be the best. I claim to be the king of the hill, and there's only one king of the mountain around here, and it's me. And August 20th, David Lawless, you might not be in the tournament. You're going to find out like the rest of these guys. The best things are homegrown.
There you go, Jimi the High Flying Hippie. Of course, he has that big match coming up August the 20th against the King, David Lawless. Don't miss that one. At this time, we got another man coming up, has a big match coming up. We've already been signed. Yourself, the good neighbor, John Ross, you certainly have a long history with the neighborhood. I mean, as long as anybody. They started this thing off of your back, and now's a good opportunity to get redemption.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This is maybe one of the best decisions the commissioner, Lance Payne, has ever made, giving me a one-on-one match with John Ross. I cannot wait to beat the crap out of him and maybe shut him up once and for all.
There you go. Lenny looks fired up and ready to go to take it to the good neighbor, John Ross. Another great match to check out on August 20th. At this time, let's go ahead and bring him in. The coach, Lance Payne, he has a football for some reason and a dumb whistle. Coach, how are things? I almost hate to ask, but how are things with you tonight?
I am feeling great now. Did you just hear that big compliment from Big Lenny, the former commissioner of Imagine Wrestling? The guy that I replaced and is doing a 10 times better job than he is? Sorry, but let me get on to something else. I am doing great. I am doing awesome this week. This is my favorite time of the year. It's football season, folks. I can't wait to see the Baltimore Ravens come out to Pittsburgh and spank those losing, stinking Steelers. They remind me of the Hippie, and they also remind me of Chris Coleman. Their fans remind me of Chris Coleman. The Imagination fans remind me of him. You know why? Because they're all disrespectful. I am tired. It's been 4 weeks since Chris Coleman can't call me. He hasn't texted me or none of that stuff. It's disrespectful, Chris. I am the Rail City Rumble champion. I am a winner. the neighborhood is full of winners. And I guess you can't be a part of that. All you got to do is just show some respect. Call me, answer my text messages or something. I just been waiting to hear from you. I guess I'm not going to hear from him because I don't deal with losers.
There you go. I'm not sure that the coach Lance Payne wants to be calling Chris Coleman a loser. He might be in for a rough time if Chris Coleman gets a hold of him on August 20th. Let's go ahead and bring Chris Coleman's opponent. I'm sorry, Malaki Gage, come on in here. I'm sorry, I get confused because I'm old and I've had 15 concussions. And to be honest, you're a little frightening to stand next to. Been a interesting few weeks here for you, Malaki Gage. You recently lost your tag team partner, and now you're competing in this tournament. What's on your mind today?
What's on my mind? Said there are a few things. One thing in particular that I need to reiterate. See, I was a little distracted last week going to a 15-minute draw that is 60 seconds over 15 times with Jake Wily. And that earned me 2 points. 2 slivers of hope. 2 steps closer to getting back the title my partner, the Alpha, never lost. And that brings me to my point. Despite what the coach Lance Payne said, despite what Lucio Deveer might think, the Alpha, Rick Matthews, will remain my partner. In fact, if me and Lucio Deveer were the last 2 singles wrestlers in Imagine Wrestling, I would remain a singles wrestler till the day I died. And continue to prove tag team wrestling is for...
Hold on. Wait a second. You talk about tag team wrestling is for the watch. Quit focusing on the past. The Alpha isn't even here. He's injured, out of commission, probably to never be back. Who knows? But think about what me and you could do. The Enigma, the Sideshow Psycho, we could take over the tag team division. We could be the next Imagine tag team champions. No one would stop us. We have so much in common. We're both freaks, been mislabeled and judged. We are the special attraction that Imagine Wrestling needs. Think about it. Alpha's gone. Forget the past. Think about the future. Me and you, the Enigma and the Sideshow Psycho. What do you say? Let's do this and show them what we're capable of.
I don't like you.
What? What are you talking about? We could be unstoppable.
That's
what
good. Yeah, get out of here. You've said enough. Get out of here. You've seen enough of you. Get out of here, you weirdo. All right, hey, there you go. I guess there's only one partner out there for Malaki Gage, so that's an interesting dilemma there. Let's go ahead and bring the area. Oh God, why do you look that way right now?
Why do I look this way?
Yeah.
Why do I look this way?
Yeah.
Why do I look gorgeous? I'm feeling gorgeous today, Kato.
Okay.
I'm feeling gorgeous. Tell them how gorgeous I am. Tell them how gorgeous I look. Look at this suit. Tell them. Go ahead.
It's a good looking suit. I won't argue that. Yeah.
Suit, isn't it? You know how much it cost?
$6.50 on clearance.
No, it was not on clearance. I bought this off the highest rack. You know why? Because I'm 6'7" and I can reach that.
6'7".
No, I am.
I'm 5'11". You're like 3 inches taller than me.
I am not. I can reach the highest shelves.
You're a liar.
In every single store, and I'm feeling gorgeous.
So you got a big match coming up on August 20th with Chris Coleman.
Okay, I don't want to talk about Chris Coleman.
Why is that?
I'm not worried about Chris Coleman.
Well, you should be.
So much more to worry about. I am currently in the lead. I think I'm the only one who knows how to win a wrestling match around here. I'm the only one who knows how. I mean, everybody else is getting draws, and I'm out here winning like I have been for months and months. I've been winning matches, and nothing's going to change. I'm just going to keep winning, and I'm going to keep climbing and climbing and climbing. It's going to be that easy because everything's easy for a generational talent. Everything's easy for a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. I told you last week, I'm a more generational talent than Kurt Angle. I'm a better athlete than him. I could have won the Olympics with a broken freaking neck. I could have done that. You know me.
Yeah.
You know how gorgeous I am. You know how generationally talented I am. Look, I'm going to keep beating people up because that's what I do. And whenever I'm beating them up and they're looking up at me from the ground, I'm going to make sure each and every single one of the people that I wrestle in the coming weeks tells me exactly how gorgeous I am.
I have never wanted one thing more than to see Chris Coleman punch that guy in the face over and over again. I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to that. I'll tell you two more guys that are looking forward to August 20th, and that is a pair of guys who think maybe they should be the tag team champions. That's Mambo Italiano and Apollo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, I'm DC Bentley here with the two members of the King Lawless's Royal Court. We have Monsignor Mambo and the Earl Apollo. Guys, you did battle for the Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Not quite the result you wanted, but you did leave the Rad Boys laying at the aftermath. What are your thoughts now?
Laying after a ransom match? We embraced them. Rad Boys, v'hemo spaccato tutti, v'hemo distrutto, stavate nel suolo piangendo per il...
Calm down. All right. The Rad Boys got lucky. What we did to them after that match is only a preview of what we're going to do the next time we step in the ring. We should be the #1 contenders for that title. The Rad Boys didn't pin us. And boys, this isn't over. So you go watch your cartoons, whatever it is you do in your spare time. Just know that the next time you step in a ring with Mambo Italiano and Earl Apollo, we're not just going to leave you laying. We're going to end your careers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, a stern warning from the Royal Court of King Lawless, the Earl Apollo, and Monsignor Mambo. Back to you.
Yeah, there you go, man. I don't know. It's that time of year, I guess. The internet's being a little suspect. We will, of course, upload a complete version of this later on. It's a little jumpy. We'll get back to it here. Right now, it looks like it's running just fine, so bear with us. One way or another, we're going to get this thing out of here, and I agree. It is annoying. I don't know why it's doing that, so we'll make sure we get a good version of this up. But bear with us. We're going to run this thing live. I'll tell you what. Let's get to the ring, man.
Yeah.
Let's get to the ring. First, he is Eric Enders. Not a lot known about this guy yet so far.
I don't know
thumbs
anything
up
about
here. Played up to the hard cam, and
yeah, that was special.
Somebody was sleeping over on the side and stayed with the soft cam. That's interesting.
Well.
His opponent, he is the tag team champion. He is all that Braden Elliott. Here we go. All right. There you go. You see Eric Enders is giving the applause. It's Eric Enders. We don't know a lot about him so far. He's full of a lot of cheer, it seems like. I don't know.
Cheer? Like, okay.
Yeah.
He's a happy guy. Okay.
Yeah. All right, big handshake out of Eric Enders here. All right, there we go. Quick roll up by Braden Elliott. Got a 1 count very quickly. Oh, just as quickly, Eric Enders snags a roll up. Big double leg, beautifully floated over into his own pinfall. All right, there you go. The action fast and furious out the gate here. All right, both men trying to leverage some position. Eric Enders roll through. Single leg takes him down. Cover. Big takeover. All right.
I like the strategy. Both men trying to win this match early.
Absolutely.
Not expending a lot of energy.
There you go. Up and over he goes. In the ropes. In the ropes. The younger and quicker Braden Elliott. A little bit of A little bit of a speed advantage there.
He's good. He's good, guys.
He is pretty good, yes.
A little bit of cardio advantage as well.
Well, I mean, to be honest, Braden Elliott has a cardio advantage over everyone.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
All right. Got him in a side waist lock. Counters through to a front face lock by Braden Elliott. Both guys trying to find a way out of this situation now. Braden's got that front face lock in deep, though. Looks like he's not ready to give up the position.
He's really bearing down on Eric Enders here.
Advanced his position, grabs a headlock. Short elbow by Eric Enders.
Doesn't seem to have much of an answer for this headlock right now. There he
point.
goes. With a headlock of his own. Well, we're back to freezing a little bit here, Cato. But we'll try to keep this action going as much as possible.
Well, like I said earlier, if anybody's seeing, we will reload a complete version of this a little later on.
A little bit slow going for that cover was Eric Enders there. Feel like he should have had a little bit more pep and tried to really get in there.
And there you go.
Back rake's okay, right?
Back rakes are not okay. No.
Since when?
Since the beginning of time.
You sure this guy wasn't trained by Kim Chi?
I don't know. It's an interesting strategy there. Oh, now this is fully legal. There's no doubt about a front crevasse. Fully legal. A big neck crank. A decidedly painful move that you wouldn't expect to be painful.
You can see Braden Elliott's face turning red.
There you go. A little bit of a counter here by Braden Elliott.
Right back into it.
Good strategy. I like what I'm seeing here. Again, like we said, we don't know a lot about this Eric Enders. We don't know his hometown. We don't know his level of experience. A new face around Imagine Wrestling, and it's going to be curious to see in the long term here how things play out for him. Of course, last week, very happy guy, though. Look at the smile on his face right now. It's curious to see long term how his ability plays out at Imagine Wrestling. Braden caught in that crevasse, pushed down to the ground, now countered. There you go, caught him in the back. Up and over. Is he going for a belly to back? Nope. Braden flips through, lands on his feet. Caught him with a forearm right in the middle of the chest. Takes him out, whips him across, takes a buckle. Big clothesline in the corner. Both guys, neither guy wanted to make a mistake here, that's for sure. I'm not sure about that strategy there. That's a little bit on the mischievous side. For a guy that's tried to endear himself to a lot of the young talent, he's a guy who just took a shortcut there that I wouldn't have expected. There you go. Well, he didn't mean it, but he's willing to take an advantage on it.
Yeah, seems to be.
Not sure if he is or not. Backs him in. Both guys trying to jockey for position. Big elbow. Another elbow. Braden Elliott catches him with a beautiful cross body block. Two only.
Beautiful execution on that flying crossbody.
Absolutely. This is where you don't want to be. If Braden Elliott can build some momentum, then this thing can go sideways very quickly. Tell you what we're going to do here at the end of this. I think we're going to do a quick break here. We're going to stop our feed, restart everything, and get this feed up to where it needs to be. But in the meantime, Braden Elliott has a full airplane spin, sets him up. Oh, it drops him on the back of his neck. 1, 2. Oh, Eric Enders showing some toughness, kicking out of that. Let's see if we can find another gear here for one of these guys. See if we can get a win.
Pretty impressive so far with Eric Enders. He's put up a pretty good fight with Braden Elliott.
Hey, anytime someone can last past the 5-minute mark with Braden Elliott, you've done something.
Yeah.
We know time is an issue here. We had 2 time limit draws last time. Oh my God! What a hard landing. That could be game changing right there. Got him with a big flying lariat off the top. Could this be it? No, not yet. Like I said, bear with us, folks, here. We are going to reset everything here and pick up the show immediately after the reset. We want to get through this match, and then we're going to jump into that. Up he goes. Forearm. Ducks the line. Catches him. Belly to back suplex. Lands him high and tight. Maybe a little more of a German, I guess I should have called that. German suplex. Here we go. Both men trying to find the key to get the win here.
Here we go. Time to take this home, baby. Time for the W.
Sets him up for a boot. Oh, big line there from Braden Elliott. Another big line. Braden Elliott's starting to build some momentum here. What's he got in mind? Big shotgun drop kick. Braden Elliott sets him up. And there it is. That Cowabunga spine buster. 2 and 3. There you go. Braden Elliott picks up 4 points. At this time, we're going to take a short break. We're going to reset all of our equipment, and we'll still get a complete feed of this thing up before the evening is over. But Braden Elliott picks up the big win. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Eric Enders is up.
He's really good.
He is really good. No one's arguing that. All right. I like to see this sportsmanship.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God. What's he doing right now?
Yeah!
All right.
That was a great match!
All right.
Kind of doing a little bit of a fanboy thing.
A little much, a little strange. All right. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead. We're going to duck out here real quick. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Hit stop. Yeah, you guys did. Yeah. Sorry, I was on the screw up there.
There you go. Let's go ahead. We're going to duck out here real quick. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Hit stop.
All right. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead. We're going to duck out here real quick. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Hit stop.
All right. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead. We're going to duck out here real quick. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Hit stop.
All right. combination there.
Speaking of
Up and
disturbing,
over.
do you think that Lucio Deveer's interaction with Malaki Gage earlier tonight might have affected his mindset going into this match?
Well, I mean, no matter what you think here, Lucio Deveer is a talented competitor. And,
I don't know that I've ever heard you say that sentence like that.
He is. He finds a way to win. I think that, he wants to call himself an undefeated legend. And while I don't necessarily know that he's undefeated, he certainly has an impressive win streak going right now. And I'll be curious to see if it continues. He's talking about wanting to be a tag team with Malaki Gage. And that's the thing. If he could get a win here over a tag team champion, who knows, man?
Maybe.
He may be able to convince Malaki Gage that he's the right fit for a tag team partner.
Maybe, yeah.
No love lost here. You see Jake Wily trying to rain down punches. Sets him up. Big clothesline there. Caught him hard. Boots in the back. Series of boots in the chest then. Yeah. Got till 5, that's what they say. I always hated to hear that. What if it would change? What if you had till 10 on a choke? You could almost kill someone in 10 seconds with a choke. Wow, there you go. Big chop right there by Lucio Deveer.
He declared he is the next Imagine Live champion.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. Who knows? Who knows?
He's very far behind on points right now.
Well, not that far behind. He has 1 point to this point. It's certainly more than the Rocker and John Ross, more than Jimi the Hippie, more than Eric Genders. So 1 is better than 0, as you know.
Fair enough.
Right now, Braden with his big win, of course, he's at 6 points. He currently takes the lead. Jake Wily with the win here could tie. Be right there, neck and neck. Jake Wily in a little bit of trouble here.
Lucio is definitely using his size to his advantage in that.
I'll tell you what, man, that's one of those things there whenever you got a guy that's heavier than you putting all of his weight on you while your throat is on the rope, man. That is no fun, man. And I've always been sort of an advocate for a speedier count by the referee in those choking situations.
I can agree with that.
Because it does not take long if someone can get in there with a deep choke to put you out. What do you say? What do you say? Is he going to give it up?
I don't think he will.
You wouldn't think. Been a long time since I've seen somebody lose to a headlock, but it has happened.
It has happened.
I actually saw it on TV maybe last year. A guy named Walter beat Elio Dragov with a headlock.
Really?
And it was one of the best matches I ever seen.
Okay.
So it can happen, man. If you have and this is same type of scenario. You had a much bigger guy grab a headlock on a smaller guy, and he just twisted and cranked, and ultimately the smaller guy had no. And there's another one of those chops. Had no recourse to get out of that headlock. So my general sense is, though, with a headlock, you're not going to win a match with that. But it's like setting somebody, a boxer setting somebody up with left hands to catch him with the right cross.
I agree. Now that sidewalk slam,
you can win a match with that.
Yes.
Yeah, those things suck. I've had many a sidewalk slams that have knocked the wind out of me, and if you can knock a wind out of a guy or you can make him hit the back of their head, that to me is always the quickest way to win a match. And there you go, up high with that patented Lucio Deveer
Speaking of hitting heads,
face first style suplex. He gets a long 2 count out of that. Long 2 count.
Jake Wily is just kicking out on reflex right now.
Yeah, man. He is. This is. Big headbutt there.
Trying for a suplex here. Up and over. In behind. Big push off into the corner. Can Wily capitalize, though? Oh, with a big boot out of the corner. Yes, he can capitalize. Maybe a little bit of momentum shift here. Big back elbow.
Is this the opening Jake Wily was looking for? Up and over. Look at that. Well done. Quickness. Strategist is what we always call Jake Wily, and this is the strategy starting to build some fruition now. Straight right hands underneath the jaw. That was a forearm in the jaw. This could be it. Wow, what a way to win a match with a forearm knockout. I thought he had him.
Jake Wily, the momentum may have changed for Jake Wily, but you could tell the beating Jake Wily took there a few seconds ago was really taking a toll on him.
Here we go. He might be going up for that big frog splash. Let's just see what happens here. Oh, he almost lost his balance. No, my God, that double stomp. That is a nightmare. Wow, I can't believe he kicked out. I'll tell you what, man.
He might have some broken ribs after that one.
If he figures that thing out and figures out the impact on that thing, I know it's a new move in his arsenal. That's going to be a move that he is going to beat everybody with. That thing is disgusting to watch, man. It is brutal. You just got to pinpoint it a little bit. He's overshooting it a bit right now and catching them in the ribs. If he can figure out how to catch them in the sternum on that, good night. Here he goes, sets him up. Is he going for that DVD? That could be it right now. 2 only, though. 2 only. Very close to a finish right there, but not quite. Both men trying to find that reserve tank. The heat in this building, of course, quite overwhelming tonight. So it does take it out of you. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, this is where your conditioning is going to come into play right here, Cato.
You know, it's funny. We talk about the heat. We talk about the weather. And one of those things is, like when it's hot, it's harder to get your wind.
Absolutely.
But on the other end of it, it seems like less injuries happen in the heat.
Yes.
So it's a little give and take. The muscles are warmer. They're less likely to tear and pull. Caught him. Oh, my God. He might be going for a choke slam. Up and over. Come on now. Get up. Oh, my God. He hit him low. He hit him low. I'm certain he hit him low. Come on. Don't count that. Come on. That's ridiculous.
That's dirty.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why am I undefeated?
Yeah, I don't like that. That's ridiculous. You're a bad person, Lucio Deveer. He's the type of guy that would. He's the type of guy that would punch an elderly person or kick a dog. He just can't be trusted.
Steal candy from babies.
Steal candies from babies. Pop a little kid's balloon. He's a bad person. Yeah. I'll tell you what. That was. I didn't like the way that went down. I mean, clearly he kicked him low.
Absolutely.
So hey, let's. I know a lot of you are going to see this on replay, so I just want to remind you we are just 10 days away from August 20th. August 27th is 17 days away. Get your tickets for that right away. But I tell you what, man, I don't think there's a lot of point in wasting time.
No.
I want to see some wrestling.
We got more wrestling to get through.
So don't forget about those shows, but let's go ahead and let's head to the ring right now. First, accompanied by the coach, Lance Payne. He is the good neighbor, John Ross. There he is, waving to the crowd that doesn't exist here. I mean, how would you feel about punching that guy in the face right now?
Oh, I'd love to. I see they're playing a little bit of the foosball. This is wrestling.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Why the referee had the football, I'll never know. His opponent. He is from the Tiger Reserves of Missouri. He is the exotic one, Daniel Exotic. There you go. Daniel Exotic, of course, went to a an instant classic last week. 15-minute draw with Braden Elliott. It was absolutely fantastic. And then the good neighbor John Ross. This is his first match in this competition.
This should set the tone for John Ross to see how the tournament's going to go for him. But at the same time, it's a tone setter for Daniel Exotic.
Absolutely. Interesting match here. We're going to bring it to its entirety. Before this evening is over, I will stay late here and make sure that this video is rendered. It is recorded in its full context, so just the internet's being a little suspect. But all of you guys will get to see this match in its entirety. We appreciate the handful of people that have an insane level of patience trying to watch this thing live. But we are going to get you a good feed here real soon. Right now, we got a good bit of action going on as Daniel Exotic is grabbing the waist lock. Referee getting him back. Daniel Exotic trying for that punch. Going back to the collar and elbow tie-up. Very, elementary wrestling. They don't want to make a mistake. These guys have fought all over central Pennsylvania with a series of back-and-forth matches. Both guys coming out. Both guys sort of coming out with wins on each of these situations. And every match these guys have could really go either way. And I think this is one of those situations tonight. Daniel Exotic, great technical wrestling, found a way out, threw him off of that big, deep arm drag. Johnny, of course, able to get it done in the ring as well, no doubt about that.
Absolutely. I just heard John declare he's going to be the next Imagine Live champion. There's at least two guys that have declared that tonight. Somebody's got to be wrong, Cato.
Absolutely. I honestly think neighbor John has as good a shot as anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a multi-time champion himself, and so is Daniel Exotic.
Absolutely. In fact, unless I'm wrong, I believe these guys are the only multiple Imagine Live champions.
I believe so. So, both of these guys want that title back very badly.
The prestige of being the Imagine Live champion is high, so I get it, man. I get wanting to be the champion. It makes sense.
Come on, his foot wasn't really on the ropes. Lance totally helped him.
Yeah, well, what a shock. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Also, the sky is blue and water is wet. This Lance Payne is one of the most crooked members of the Imagine group here, the entire roster that we have. Daniel Exotic not taking a step back. Oh my God, he poked him right in the eye. I would say the discretion of the referee was to disqualify him there.
Yeah,
he poked him in the eye right in front of the referee.
He should have disqualified him on that one, Kato.
I think referee Mike Zeke's going to need taken aside after this. Maybe he's not aware that it's within his rights. He's a little rusty on the referee game.
Yeah.
Head referee Chris is not here tonight, so I'll tell you what. I think he should have disqualified him. I don't know. Let me ask you this though: if you're Daniel Exotic and the situation is you win by disqualification, you get 1 point. If you win the match, you get 4 points. Do you want to be disqualified? You want to get a disqualification there?
No, you don't. You want to win this the old-fashioned way.
Why is this guy talking about microwaves right now?
When's the last time you seen the liver claw?
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I can honestly say I've never been put in that hold, but my assumption is it's painful.
I would assume so, yeah. Especially if you have somebody with a pretty good...
Whoa! Is he just punching him low? I mean, that looked like a low blow here. This guy's out of control tonight.
At some point, referee Mike G just needs to disqualify him.
Yeah, I agree. This guy's being ridiculous tonight.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It'd be unfortunate for Daniel in the points, but maybe you would teach the good neighbor a lesson.
Again, I mean, they're just. I mean, I don't know if we caught it there on the camera, but you know, Coach Lance Payne just punched him in the stomach.
Has the Pennsylvania Athletic Commission seen none of this?
Honestly, I don't think they care. I mean, that's my honest opinion. Why else would they be doing? Why else would they appoint this guy to this position?
And then they send us that referee from time to time.
I'm really annoyed by neighbor John tonight and his general actions of how he's conducting himself. I mean, he has done nothing but cheat from the beginning of this bell to this point.
Come on, Danny, what do you say? No! That's the face of a quitter. He's going to quit.
Tell you
Right
what,
back to that liver claw.
It really reminds me of a move you may see from Judo Gene LaBelle, a man who passed away just today. It seems like a very painful hold, though.
He's from Missouri. The other Idaho potatoes there.
Come on, John.
Neighbor John, he's running his mouth for some unknown reason.
He's talking about potatoes.
Yeah. Daniel Exotic trying to. Oh my God, that was a stiff knee. Wow. Big gut wrench style suplex out of neighbor John.
Instant mashed potatoes.
I don't know what he's talking about right now.
Instant mashed potatoes.
He's continuing to work over that gut. He's sort of alternated between the arm bar and the stomping of the guts. It's usually you see a guy pinpoint one spot and work it. Neighbor John has pinpointed two spots here.
I don't know about that strategy, Kato.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Right back to that liver claw.
Effectively here, he's doing both things at the same time, though. He's working high and tight on that right arm, which is an interesting strategy.
He can work that liver claw all he wants to. As long as he doesn't break out a bottle of Chianti, we're good.
Yeah. What?
Ask him, Brad. What do you say? No. Ask him.
Do you think there's a chance that he could get the submission on this liver claw?
You know, he's made me rethink the possibility of the liver claw for myself.
You have such big, strong hands, man.
I know. I could wrap halfway around some of these guys.
Yeah. Neighbor John, though, bringing his unique stylings into the fight right now.
Get ready to count.
Oh. He doesn't quite have him hooked correctly for the backslide. He's got his arms backwards. I know he's trying to build some momentum here. Wasn't able to get him over that way. You wouldn't be able to. Oh, and there he went to that same gutbuster style move for a second time.
Come on. That was 3.
2 count, coach. 1, 2. He kicked out.
That was 3. Come on, Johnny. Get us off.
Here we go. Neighbor John standing on his stomach again.
You said I had till 5, Brad. What do you say?
Stay on.
Neighbor John really taking it to Daniel Exotic here. Looks like he's trying to, oh, what's he got in mind here? Looks like he's setting him up for something big here.
He might be. I feel like he's wasting a lot of time here, Kato.
Clearing the other side of the ring here is,
Yeah, I'm not sure he can jump that far.
yeah. It might have been a mistake by Daniel Exotic because I've seen Neighbor John go to the top rope and it never really works out. Picks him up with a Fisherman Buster style suplex. Johnny continuing the offense here.
Once upon a time, there was a guy that did a Fisherman's Buster, and he did it with an arch, and it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was almost perfect.
Almost.
Hey, neighbor, First, you will drink ginger ale.
No, we won't. Oh, he got him in the guts with that punch in the stomach. I guess that's the point of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just a little frustrated by the entire evening and the internet being. My guess is it has something to do with Kim Chi not being invited to the tournament. I'm not sure. Caught him with an elbow. Caught him with a second elbow. Ducks the line, sets him up. Caught him with that driver down. This could be it. Kick out at 2. Sets him up, going for the cutter. Goes for a line, ducks it, catches him in a sleeper. Counter, 1, 2. Oh, out just in the nick of time.
Hey, what is it you're doing? What are you doing, Coach?
Coach Lance Payne just grabbed him by the foot. Now Daniel's got a hold of him.
He's got him by the beard.
Catches him. There you go. He got him up. Rolled up. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Exotic just picked up 4 points.
Nice. Good for him.
There you go. We now have a tie at the top. Daniel Exotic, Braden Elliott at the top of the heap here.
Nice.
There you go. So, hey, go ahead, bring the camera back over here. Appreciate it. We are, that's enough for tonight. We are going to get this feed up pretty quickly here. We apologize ahead of time. I don't know what happened to the internet here, but we are going to work on it. We're going to get this show up before this evening's over so everybody get a chance to watch all this because there was a ton of great action. So that's enough for tonight. We will see you 7 days from tonight, hopefully with a lot better internet connection.
Right.